A lot of old school vloggers used to do this thing where they would like have like a mug of like coffee or tea in their videos. And I always strongly suspected that they were pretending to drink out of it. Like they were just, trying to seem relatable or something. But even if they weren't pretending, it's like, why are you drinking coffee while you're filming? Just drink it after. But anyway, I thought I'd try it since, it's a thing that people used to do. So maybe there's something to it. I'm just kidding. I am not going to hold this throughout the whole video. Hi, I'm T1J. Follow me on Twitter. So some of you might know I live in the state of Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. No, we are all so sick of that song. I mean, you probably are too, aren't you? I'm not sick of Dixieland Delight by the band Alabama though. That song goes hard. Make a little lovin'. A little turtle dovin' on a Mason-Dixon night. Fuck Auburn! Sorry. Yo, but that fiddle in the bridge though. So I wasn't born in Alabama, but I've lived here for basically 90% of my life. So I consider myself a Southern man and an Alabamian, although that's not a term I hear very often. A lot of people, when they think of Alabama, they think of like rednecks and banjos and shit. The movie Deliverance really did a number on people's perceptions of the South. But like most states, there are suburban areas and urban areas and rural areas. Rural? That is a hard word to say. But I can't deny that there is a very unique Southern culture compared to many other places that I visited. I've always lived in or near the city, so I can't comment that much on what happens in the countryside. Whenever friends want to make a trip to some backwoods city, I'm always like, yo, that's not one of those places where they don't like black people, is it? Of course, racism and generally outdated ideas about social issues is probably another thing that comes to mind when you think about Alabama or the South in general. And I mean, I guess that's a thing. Alabama was at the heart of the civil rights movement in the 1950s, and a lot of those attitudes have lingered. But from what I understand, you can find bigotry anywhere in the United States, even the so-called progressive states, so I don't know how valid that is. Alabama and the South in general is a very outdoorsy place. There's a lot of trees and trails and lakes and just nature in general, even in and near the city. And it gets really warm in the summer. And by warm, I mean humid and hot as shit. So it's common for people to want to be outside, like going hiking and swimming and camping and things like that. But it's weird because I'm the complete opposite of that. Like, I want to give a big shout out to air conditioning. Where would I be without you? Maybe not being born here made me miss out on some of that Southern ingraining. Like, I don't really have a Southern accent, at least most people say I don't. This is most likely because neither my mom nor my dad were raised in the South, so we just didn't talk like that at home. I do notice it myself with certain words, but it's very subtle. You know, like how at the end of all my videos I say, subscribe if you like my hair. Subscribe, not subscribe, subscribe. It's that long I sound that gets turned into like a 5 plus 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 25. Other than that, I guess I don't really have an accent, but I'm used to Southern accents because I hear them all the time. I remember when I watched Here Comes Honey Boo Boo for the first time, and on that show there are like subtitles at certain parts. I guess they think that their accents are so thick that ordinary people can't understand it, but to me it just sounded normal. Like most places, each part of Alabama has a slightly different culture, and I'm from Birmingham, the most populated city. Sorry to all the Brummies, we kind of stole your city's name and bastardized it. Our bad. Compared to other popular cities in the South like Atlanta, New Orleans, and Nashville, Birmingham has sort of been overshadowed and left in the dust. And this is for various reasons, including ineffective and corrupt leadership, as well as people just being old-fashioned and not wanting to see their city change. But because Birmingham has sort of gone under the radar, it has kind of an intimacy that you usually only see in smaller towns. Everyone kind of knows each other. Like every time you meet someone, it seems like you already have a bunch of mutual acquaintances. And this is kind of cool, but it can also be pretty awkward. Oh, nice to meet you. Have you met my sister? Yeah, I think I made out with her at a bar one time. But over the past few years, the city has seen a kind of renaissance, with a lot of new venues and businesses and other destinations becoming available. In July, we had the second iteration of Slossfest, which looks to be the major music and arts festival in Birmingham. Birmingham is known for having a rich music and art scene in general, as well as a lot of amazing bars and restaurants. It's a really good date city. Birmingham is also known for consistently finding itself on the list of the most dangerous cities in America. Go Birmingham! All in all, Birmingham and Alabama in general isn't perfect, and we have a long way to go. And the weather fucking sucks 80% of the time. But it's my city. And it has a lot going for it, and it has a lot of potential. As an ambitious person pursuing a career in media, it's very tempting to move to a place with more opportunity. And I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I don't think any other place will really feel like home. That's just me though. Thank you for watching this video. Check out this other funny video I made about tattoos. I wanna go ahead and give a shout out to all of the new subscribers. How you doing? Be honest, be assertive, be kind, be open-minded. If you agree with that, can I see a Heiko in the comments? And subscribe if you like my hair. Thank you once again for watching my video. For those that don't know, I'm a full-time YouTube creator, and the only way that I'm able to do that is through your support, and a large portion of that support comes through Patreon. Now, Patreon is a crowdfunding site for people like me with ongoing creative projects. It's kind of like an online tip jar where you can set it up to donate just a couple bucks every time I make a new video. So if you find any value in my channel or my videos, or if you just want to support me, please consider signing up for Patreon. That would be super amazing and totally appreciated. But even if you don't feel like it, or if you can't, that's fine too. I just thank you for watching.